How has melting the families together been? Because Laterras, you have children,
Yeah.
you have a grandchild.
Yep.
Now you posted you grandmama, 35.
She's 37 now. She's
She
37-year-old
she
grandma.
a grandmama.
Claire,
Listen,
well, not Claire. Lateria posted that. I'm like, Claire can't post.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
how has this been? Because you are only child with your mom, but
Mhm.
she's recently married, so that's new relationship that's come into play. Your children, this is new relationship. So how has that been?
It's been better than I could have ever imagined. I love his children, my children now. Lateria had actually shared a story where she prayed for a bonus mom like me. So she was really inspired by Israel and what's it?
Adrian Valion.
Adrian, yeah.
Their relationship with his daughter. And she basically just the first time I met her was like, this is everything that I told God that I wanted. Remember, Dad, when I told you I wanted someone that I could hang out with and I could be friends with, and we just naturally connected in a way where we're like, oh, we're hanging out. So I could have never imagined. I always joke. I say, she made me like you more. So
That's a good thing.
She gave him extra points. She is amazing. And Ladarian, my nephew, he is just, I'm so proud of him. He's a senior in high school right now, going through taking the SATs and getting all of his college applications in, and just seeing him grow into the young man that he's becoming, learning how to drive, listening to that dynamic, him driving us around. I'm like, oh, Lord, you know, and that has just been so beautiful to watch. So to be honest, you know, I don't have any kids. I didn't know how that was going to be. That has exceeded my expectations in every way that I could have imagined.
Yeah.
In the best way possible.
What does the future family look like? We've been talking.
We're trying to have a kid.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if y'all saw this man's face when he said that. It was so matter of fact.
We're trying to have a kid.
Okay.
That was one of the things that we talked about early on. And we talked about it, and she said that, think about it, our first time being in a car together, I'm hearing her freeze
Talk
eggs.
about freezing eggs.
And so it's just, and we talked about it. She said, hey, do you want to have kids? I said, absolutely. I'm talking about immediately. I was like, absolutely. I'm talking about honeymoon and me. I said, absolutely. So we're just aligned with that. And so that's the goal. So hopefully by this time next year, we will have a child.
God.
That's serious. So yeah,
I love that.
We ain't got time to wait.
Listen, I will say this. My twin sister Carly, when she got married, they had a honeymoon baby.
They did.
Oh yes, Bali, baby, they were honey. Bali was magical. Okay,
Is Carly here? Can she rub my belly?
she will be here. Y'all will be gone, but she is actually coming up here a little bit later. She'll be in the studio. So my nephew is 9 years old. So they've been married 10 years, and BJ is 9. And she knew when they got pregnant. Like literally, September 26th was their marriage. That was the day they got married. That was their wedding date. October 31st, I was in Dallas because my sister and Ben were living in Dallas at the time. And she was like, I think I'm pregnant. And I said, oh, no, girl. I said, you just moved. Like, you just, you stressed. You just stressed. You've been traveling all around the world, baby. You know, because they went to Hong Kong, Macau, Bali for their So all this, I'm like, girl, you just stressed. She said, no, Brandy, like, I know my body. She was like, I think I'm pregnant. And literally, we were walking upstairs in Trulux in Dallas. Mm-hmm. We had gone to the Walgreens before. She said she felt like she was 16 and pregnant. She said, Brandy, I was trying to buy other shit, like a mascara, like I'm getting a pregnancy. I'm a married woman. I'm up here getting this pregnancy test. We were walking upstairs in Trulux that night. This was Halloween. This is October 31st. They got married on September 26th. And I said, well, what did it say? She said,
Wow.
June 16th. But here's what's even so much. They met June 16th, 2012. My brother-in-law and my sister. My nephew came June 16th, 2016.
Come on now.
Come on.
On the anniversary of them meeting?
To the meeting.
Wow.
June 16th.
I'm telling you, God is, you can't.
You cannot make it up.
There's no way you can plan it. You can try to plan it. It will never work out.
No. They were, listen, to the day they met, 4 years later. Yeah. So listen, y'all, listen, I just know when y'all have this baby, y'all gonna come back and bring the baby on.
Absolutely.
The baby
Absolutely.
gets to make their appearance on the show. Okay,
Absolutely.
just know that.
Yes.
I mean, to everybody who is watching, who has felt like maybe it's too late, time has passed, maybe it's not for me, what would you tell them?
As long as you got breath in your body, you still have the power to live. And it's never too late. The Bible says God will grant you the desires of your heart. Not that he's some magic genie that whatever you say, he's going to give you, but that desire that was in your heart, I believe that God put it in your heart so that you could have something to hope for, something that you could aspire to. And so I believe that we should just work on our inner healing. Whatever that broken child is and that's holding us from having a bad picker in our life or whatever that is, do the work so that you don't damage the person that God brings. I never believe it's too late. Yeah. I'm a hopeful romantic. I will always be.
Yeah. What about you? What's your advice?
I mean, similar to what he said, the Bible talks about not growing weary in well-doing. Because if you don't grow weary, you will reap. It doesn't say you may reap or you might reap, or it's definitive. And so I would just say, stay focused. Keep building, your relationship with God, seeking Him, growing closer to Him. But you can't lose hope, and keep putting yourself out there. There's a lot of people who say, I want to get married, but they don't leave the house. So I don't know if they're waiting on the Amazon delivery man or what they're waiting on. But for me, right, like when I just take myself, I was kind of like an introverted extrovert. I'm an ambivert, but I went to church. Yeah. And I always say, like, take that step. Like when you see something on Instagram, don't be afraid to go to that event, or don't be afraid when your friends call you and say, do you want to go out? If you like to be inside, or you work a lot like me, so it feels heavy to go out. Yeah. Push yourself to just go out with friends, by yourself. That was a lot for me. I met him by myself. My friend, I called and asked to go to church, and she was unavailable. And at first I was like, well, then that means I shouldn't go. Like, I'm not going by myself. I'm going to go to a new church by myself. That was intimidating. But what I would say to people is keep hope and be willing to do things that are uncomfortable, to put yourself in situations where you can meet other people. Yeah. That's the start.
If that blessed you, trust me, you've only scratched the surface. There's so much more wisdom, truth, and transformation waiting in the full conversation. Click the link in the caption below to watch the entire interview. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode of Vault Empowers Talks.